Breaking news. The Alberta Teachers Strike 2025 is making headlines across Canada. With more than 51,000 teachers represented by the Alberta Teachers Association, ATA, threatening job action, parents, students, and taxpayers are asking tough questions. Why are Alberta teachers striking? How much do teachers in Alberta get paid? Are teachers overpaid compared to other provinces? And what does this mean for the future of public education in Alberta? Let's break it down. The Alberta Teachers Strike is not just about salary. Teachers are demanding action on overcrowded classrooms in Alberta schools, lack of resources for special education students, workload pressure with too many mandates from the Alberta government, and pay that has not kept up with inflation. Over the past decade, teachers in Alberta have only seen around 5.75% total wage increases, while inflation has surged much higher. The cost of living in Calgary, Edmonton, and Alberta's growing cities makes many educators feel left behind. In Alberta, teacher pay is based on a salary grid system. The grid depends on two factors: years of teaching experience, post-secondary education credits verified by the Teacher Qualification Service. Alberta teachers are typically paid monthly, spread over 10 or 12 months, and they also have benefits like pension contributions, health coverage, and sick leave. Currently, the Alberta government has offered teachers a 12% raise over 4 years, plus the hiring of 3,000 new teachers. But many teachers argue this does not make up for years of wage freezes and budget cuts. Some critics argue that Alberta teachers are overpaid. It's true that Alberta teachers have one of the highest average salaries in Canada, especially for experienced educators. But here's the reality. Inflation-adjusted wages have dropped, meaning teachers actually earn less in real terms than 10 years ago. Alberta spends less per student than most Canadian provinces, only about $11,500 per student compared to the national average of $13,600. Teachers also work long unpaid hours. Lesson planning, grading, extracurriculars, often putting in 50 to 60 hours a week. How do Alberta teachers compare to teachers in other provinces? Ontario teachers' salaries are similar, but Ontario has stronger class size caps and more classroom supports. BC teachers earn slightly less on average, but the cost of living in Vancouver makes retention just as difficult. In Quebec, teachers are paid significantly less, but also face lower provincial funding per student. In short, Alberta has higher teacher pay than some provinces, but worse classroom funding, bigger class sizes, and fewer supports, creating unique challenges. The ATA's key demands include wage increases that match inflation and rising housing costs, smaller class sizes to improve student learning, more support staff and special education resources, a unified salary grid so teachers across Alberta are treated fairly, hiring thousands of new teachers to address enrollment growth. The Alberta government says it faces a massive $6.5 billion deficit and declining oil revenues. Premier Danielle Smith's government argues that it cannot meet all teacher demands without major cuts elsewhere. This creates a showdown. Teachers say Alberta must invest in education, while the government says Alberta must live within its means. So, are Alberta teachers overpaid or undersupported? The truth lies somewhere in the middle. On paper, Alberta teachers earn more than most of Canada. But when you factor in inflation, larger class sizes, heavier workloads, and lack of funding, many educators say they're doing more for less. The Alberta Teachers Strike 2025 is about more than money. It's about the future of Alberta's education system. Parents, students, and taxpayers will all feel the impact of what happens next.